going, chat? Hope y'all doing well. Appreciate y'all coming by to Behind the Roleplay. This is season 2, episode 1. We have a very special guest here with us today. We have HS, which is just, you know, Discord name, but he usually goes by Barry. And he is a, let's say, a pretty well-known person in the city or in the server. You know, a lot of people do know him. He's with the Black Disciples, which is a gang in EchoRP. Today we're going to be basically just talking about mostly, you know, what makes his character. And I think with Barry's character and through his character development, he's you know, he's basically been through a lot, and I think that character development through his character has been quite a bit, because, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, we'll get into it with like a lot of, you know, stories that's happened with Barry, and Barry's honestly been through a lot with my character, Carter's character, a lot of people, honestly. So we're gonna get right into it. I honestly don't know how long this is gonna last. Maybe an hour. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna kind of just talk, and I feel like Barry's a very good guy to kind of just bounce back and forth with. So if you haven't already, make sure to get some snacks, relax, and just chill with us. Let me go ahead and bring Barry in. Hello. Barry? Okay, you ready? All right.
Yeah.
So this is season 2 of Behind the Roleplay talk show. It's pretty fucking sick, not gonna lie. So as you can see, whenever you talk,
No shot.
yeah, bruh.
Oh my god, that's so clean.
Right? Yeah, bruh.
Oh, that is so cool.
So yeah, so whenever
That is so sweet.
yeah, right, bruh. I told you, it's actually fucking sick, bruh.
Oh, that is so clean.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Big
Hell yeah.
improvements, bruh. Big fucking improvements. And if we
that is so sweet.
if it honestly, Panda, she was the amazing artist that drew you, and so she's, if it wasn't for her amazing skill, this would not be what it is. So she is she's in the chat, but yeah, she was really excited to, you know, to draw you and to do that. So, but yeah, so this is,
that is so sick.
yeah. And so so basically every time you talk, it's literally, you know, it shows up on screen. That way, you know, people can see like, oh, like who's talking, basically.
Oh my god, that is so sweet. I'll definitely hit Panda.
Yeah, she's like literally
Thank you, I appreciate that.
yeah, she's fucking amazing. And yeah, and a lot of fucking my Jimmy picture, the one I have for the actually, you haven't seen that in the character, I won't spoil it, but she did something really cool for Jimmy. But yeah, this is amazing. Like, I also obviously still got that fucking rice. I mean, look at that shit, bro. Still got rice, still got the mug.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is what I've been like, literally so fucking hot. I just wanted to tell you. You have no idea. I just was like, I see your name, like, I just want to just tell him. I can just tell him, right? I was like, no, I can't. I gotta wait for the fucking day. But
oh my god, it's so clean.
yeah,
It's so cool. I love like the, I don't know, the hair and the eyes. Like, so I don't know. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Good shit on that.
Yeah, she literally, that's what she was saying when she was drawing it. She was like, you know what? She was like, I'm just gonna like not give him eyes and just have it where it blocks his eyes to kind of give that like just fuckboy attitude. I'm like, well, that's literally Barry. That's literally some
yeah.
They're like, I don't give a fuck attitude. And he literally says that every fucking day. It's just, I don't give a fuck, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's so good. I'm so happy you can finally use it. Fuck.
It's so cool. I love it.
But yeah,
it's so sick.
but yeah, so yeah, I watched her draw it, and it was just like, it was so cool to see it. Kind of like, even got your fucking hand tattoo and all that shit, bro. And even your fucking face tattoo. That was the craziest shit, is the fact she went that detail into like actually draw your like face skull and everything like that. Which I had to give her a little RP background, that's a tattoo, not face paint.
Yes, it is a tattoo.
Even though we give you shit for just be like, it's face paint, Barry. Come on. It's like, no, it's tattoo. All right, I'm hard as a motherfucker. Yeah. It's tattoo. Okay. But
100% a tat.
Absolutely. You know, you gotta go to the barber shop to get it put.
Well, I'm saying it calls. This is fucking insane, bro.
But yeah, so this is gonna be our style moving forward through the podcast, basically. So yeah, so calls. This is what's gonna be. I talked to him and I asked him if him and Rue wanted to come on. Yeah, and you get to keep the avatar, by the way, just so you know.
Do you have like a still of it or something?
Yeah,
or
like, it's literally I can just send it to you after we're done today. I'll just give it to you, and you can just have it.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. So if you ever do streaming, you could just literally put this little guy on the corner of your screen or whatever, and like yeah.
Oh, it's so clean. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's so dude, it's so good. My favorite part is gonna sound weird, but the way that he's sitting, it's just so cool. It like she even added little shadows to where like gives that feel that she actually like, you know, lit up in the room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's fucking it's so cool. I can't stop looking at it. This might just be the podcast, just admire, just looking at the fucking.
Just us sitting here for an hour talking about the art.
Just talking, yeah, fuck it, might as well, you know. But as you can see, we got a second chair, so if we really wanted to, we could actually have a second. I know what you're saying earlier, a while back, like in the VC, you were like, yeah, we could bring a whole beat. I'm like, listen, this is why I was like, listen, there's no fucking way, there's no fucking way. I mean, it'd be cool, but it'd be a little. That's why I was like, maybe we'll see, because like. Like fucking 10 people, just like that's a little god, but it would be hella cool. 100%. But yeah, no, this is season 2, so big improvements. But okay, the fucking exciting part is the big part is on, you know. So now it's time to dig up, all right, your fucking role play that you do with your past, your fucking present, the motivation behind the character. Because to be honest with you, Barry's like, to dip in a little bit, Barry's been through some shit, like with the story that's kind of unfolded through when he first came around. He was was it the Kings or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was the Kings.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
Well, it's the Kings, and then it was like basically it went from the Kings to Ballas, and then now BD, but slash like, I don't know, like just it's like a whole different side of Barry, I think, that no one really expected. Maybe, I don't know if that makes sense, but like obviously with the Kings, was it more like a mafia, right? Kind of.
Yeah. So the Kings originally started in a different server, and so I first started role playing like about 4-ish years ago, and I was, you know, just in a random server. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my character, and like I watched a lot of like very early No Pixel back then, and then some other guys on YouTube, and it like I was really interested in it, and then I made Barry. It was originally Barry Klein, who's actually never like king or anything like that. I made Barry Klein, and then I ended up meeting the Kings in another server, and I ran with them for about a year actually. And back then I also met like Daru, Boogie, or Wardell from the Triads, and then Daru obviously Zhang. I met those guys back then as well. And then from there, like I just rolled with the Kings for a really long time, and then that's when my name swapped, because it was kind of like a mafia, to the point where like you know, you had to get your last name changed, and you know, it was a family. It wasn't as much of a gang. We wore suits a lot, like that was the main thing, like suits with a red tie. So yeah, it all kind of started with them. So and then when I ended up moving over to it was Envy at the time. Ended up moving over to Envy, and then to a different set of Kings, which that didn't, you know, work out too well. But
so okay, so wait, so when you said like different Kings, do you mean like, so just a little guess a little farther back, like
Mhm.
with how ballers like there was two different ballers that was kind of fighting over like the title, I guess. Was it kind of like that
Yeah.
to where it was like a whole different type of kings, but you kind of got brought into it, or was it kind
Yeah.
of like
So there was a point in time where um Wes, who was the original leader of like the OG Kings, he knew someone named Ares, which Ares was the guy that was the Kings in Envy. So Wes was like the Kings that he was the leader of the Kings that I originally started with, and then I met Ares through another place, and he was like, "Hey, you should come over to this server. It's really dope." So then that's when I swapped over to Envy. But the Kings, like the Kings in the old server I played on and the Kings in Envy, were two separate entities, but they were the same like group. You know what I mean? Like they didn't hate each other, but they were two different, like, I guess, branches of the Kings. It was kind of weird and a little confusing, but
wait,
like,
when you say okay, so I'm trying to understand exactly. So they knew of each other,
yeah.
or was it?
So they knew of each other like out of like servers and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but there was still like ties because Wes somehow knew Ares and like knew him like in actual like RP servers. So they like knew each other through like character lore, I guess if you want to call it that, but they never actually like had a group together. Um but Ares went off to do his own separate king thing, and then Wes kept his kings, which is the original kings that I was a part of, and then they just kind of split off into two branches. So
That sounds so like tedious. Like to
yeah,
have.
it was very weird. Like so in my first server I was playing or I was riding with the kings, and like that server ended up dying because of like just the server owner was an absolute dickhead, and like sorry, I don't know if you want me swearing on your
You can
stream.
swear. You can fucking swear. It's all right, bitch. What the
Yeah.
fuck you mean?
So yeah, he was a bad owner, right? And that server ended up dying. I was still like the Kings were like my main like friend group in RP, like Wes's Kings. So I would always hang out with them in Discord, and then Wes wanted to start his own server kind of deal. And then that's when like I was kind of introduced to Ares, because Ares was thinking about bringing the Kings that were in Envy over, right? Which that was like Potassium, um, the the couple, I don't remember their names anymore, but yeah, he was gonna bring them over to the new server we were making, which got no traction. But like
Wait. So you're trying to hold on. So you try to make your own like
yeah,
server.
so well, I didn't. I was just there to like play test and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay, gotcha.
But Wes wanted to, and like I don't know, it was a very weird group, but um, regardless of all that, I ended up going with Ares to Envy instead of sticking with Wes and them, because we just had a falling out kind of thing. Um, and then yeah, that's where it kind of started. I went with Ares, and then um, we just kind of, because he basically learned that I was a pretty decent hacker when it came to things, and I was just pretty good at crime, because like when I was with the Kings, I was doing a lot of like actual like in city work, and like I was still in high school, so I had a lot of free time.
Right.
And like in the original Kings I was in, I was like shit. I was doing so, not to like try to brag, but I was doing a lot of like
Hey,
I was doing a lot of crime.
listen.
Yeah.
This is about you, by the way. So like, I'm here to fucking put the spotlight on you. All right.
Yeah.
You can brag about your fucking, just brag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that.
Yeah. So I was just grinding. Like I was grinding my ass off. I was
Okay.
learning.
Okay. You can't brag about that. That's fucking lame.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but back in those servers, that's what it was like. Those kinds of servers that I was in, it was really about grinding. Like that's like it was grinding, and then there was some RP here and there, but it wasn't like super serious RP. But when I switched over to like Envy, that's when like the RP like really shifted, because Envy was a whole different like thing. Like it was a whole different style of RP, and like how you role played, and it really like shifted the way that like I played just 5M in general. It went from like grinding all the time and like constantly robbing shit and like selling drugs to like building more of like doing more actual role play stuff rather than just like playing with the game, right? Which I'm glad, like I know me and the Kings in Envy never really worked out because we got into some shit really early on where Triads robbed me, and then like we got into this whole fiasco with the Triads, and like the Triads at the time were at peak Triad in the server, so like, you know, they were a fucking behemoth that we couldn't take care of, but Ares' ego was so big that he just didn't want to stop fighting them. So we kind of got off to a bad start, and then things kind of simmered down, and then it was kind of we were chilling there for a bit, like we were just getting our money up. Ares starting a business, which he ended up doing in like cahoots with Val in a way, where it was the finance business, and then yeah, one day we got in a huge argument because Triads wanted to fight again, and I ended up leaving it.
Damn. And then once that kind of happened, okay, so glad you kind of brought that up, because
yeah,
you literally, like I said, so it was basically a mafia, right? That's what Kings was kind of like a mafia, or was it kind of like
it was Mafia?
Because isn't it Mafia family, right? Basically,
yeah. So Mafia is a family name, like a lot of mafias have like generally the same name, or like they're all like tied together through like cousins or like stuff like that.
right.
So it was more like a mafia than any like normal South Side gang, I would say. Like we were never in the South Side, we never claimed territory in the South Side. When I was in the West as Kings, we owned Los Santos Customs near the one with the bank right behind it, that one
With the bank behind it. You said the Los Santos Customs.
So you know you know where Mount Zona is?
Yeah, I know.
The Los Santos Customs that's right near that. We used to own that, so we were big in business. And we would like, the server was very weird, but it was a money printer, but that's besides the point. So that's how we made a lot of our money. And like
so did y'all go the legal route then, if with that, or did y'all still do like illegal shit, or did y'all have like two groups that was like one was the front and then one was kind of like, you know, robbing banks or stuff like that?
So it was all one group, but we had people that were clean and not clean. Like there was one girl in the group who like was the main owner of it, and she was like clean no matter what, and it was always in her name. So there was like, yes, there was a clean front, and then there was all the dirty stuff we did behind, like you know, the robbing banks, the drugs, all that kind of crazy stuff.
So okay, so with that experience that you have, if there are some people that were kind of wanting to do that mafia kind of like, I guess, role play, would you say that it would be good to kind of have that to where it's like, to where not everyone does crime? Because would you agree that like if everyone did crime in like your group or family or whatever, right, would it be like a bit of a pain if everyone had a record, because there'd be no way to like expand, I guess, like, or to like have the opportunity to even get more money? Because I honestly still think that if you have a business, right, and if your business, let's say, you know, the Los Santos Customs, right, like you said, that's literally a multi printer. Everyone wants their cars to be custom however they want, right?
Yeah,
I feel like that is like a big plan, or a big play on a role play like that. Would that be something, or do you think it doesn't really matter with that?
So I kind of jumping forward to like BD times.
Yeah,
that's kind of like where like BD is, in my opinion, like I want to do like business shit on on Barry now,
yeah,
and I can't, and like BD itself really can't, because we don't have anybody clean anymore,
right?
And like we have clean people like that we have us like help with, like people, like clean people in the server will help us now, but like we don't have someone specifically in the gang who's clean that we can have like own businesses or stuff like that, which I think it would help BD make a good amount of money, like on the side, and it would add another layer to BD. But back in the day, like and for mafia groups, like you groups that want to act as a mafia, you have to have somebody clean. Like if you want to own a business, and especially with the way Echo is now, like you got to have somebody clean. And especially for mafias, it's important because like that's their whole like gimmick, you know, like having a clean front and then doing dirty shit out the back. And like I loved that kind of style of like I'm making hella money and making hella like moves in the background and you don't even know. Like I got all this money, but you don't know where it came from. Like you don't know how I did it, right? Like I loved that kind of like mysterious, like just I liked that kind of role play. Like it was so cool to me. And yeah, that is kind of why Barry went clean later on, but we'll talk about that later.
So he did not go clean. He made a song called The OC, and literally in about a span of a month, he said allegedly, and then
True.
Jimmy calls him last night to meet up, and then Barry had a fucking voice change like, "Oh, you're robbing a bank," and he says, "Yeah, I'm robbing a bank," and it was just like. You give Sis a bad name, bro. You give Sis a horrible fucking name. You say, yeah, I'm, you know, and you know what's crazy is that Legacy had this whole big ass fucking event, and Barry was just like, you know, he had his arms all crossed like weight 13. He was like, yeah, that crime life is behind me now. I'm now a full-fledged civilian. Yes, I'm a full-fledged artist. And then after that, he shoots up Hobo Jim's, and it fucking annihilates like 6 fucking people, and then says, it wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. But then it like, how they fucking know it was you? It was like your tattoos or something.
It was so Clacky got caught.
Oh, Clacky got caught. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, that was good times. Good times.
Good times. Right.
I know Calls is here, so good times.
Oh my God. So with how it changed through going from a mafia, now with Barry, you kind of came in through Barry when Carter was kind of a ballers in a way, right? So I'm trying to think of the timeline to have it to where I know that, you know, Carter, you know, got his record expunged, and then he immediately started to kind of like go through the Civ route. Was Barry in the Ballers when Carter was in the Ballers, or was it like because I know Barry knew Carter as an OG or something like that, right?
So, I don't actually know for sure. I know for sure I was not a baller when Carter was a baller, but I know that when I first entered the city, Aries kind of showed me around, and one of the people he introduced me to was actually Craig, and Craig was right hand of the Ballers at that point. Now I don't know if Carter was OG or not at that point. I'm unsure, but I know that Craig was right hand. And if some of you don't know in chat, Craig is now Barry's dad.
What the fuck?
So, well, what?
Oh, that's
well,
right. That's right.
Like
Craig yeah.
Craig
okay,
Gnarly,
I thought it. Okay, my brain for a second
not
like
a different Craig.
Bro, you were just giving shit for like.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you did. Never mind.
But so yeah, when I first got in, I was introduced to Craig because Craig was very good at thermite, and that's why Aries talked to him, because we were really trying to hit banks, and I couldn't do thermite because that shit was fucking too hard. And so yeah, I was introduced to Craig, talked to Craig, and yeah, that was like my first introduction into the ballers in the server. But I was definitely not a baller when Carter was a baller.
So
that is
okay. So what I'm trying to like bring light to was, you know, with RP there's improv, right? There's a hell of improv, right? There's no like script. I actually thought about making a character that has a script and like just fuck with people and like have like
so
someone
funny.
talks to, and then like open mic, my character bringing out a notepad and flipping pages to like oh hang on oh no, or something like that. And so
Carter just had left.
it just left. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So when there was a moment where Carter had a horrible mental kind of thing happen was when one of Carter's really close friends passed away, and they burned him on the around the Ballas area, and there was a point where Carter was like, I'm still Ballas, he still had that mindset that where he was still a baller. I'll never forget when Barry, like, full-fledged, you could hear the panicness and be like, whoa, wait, no, hey, oh no, you're not, no, you're not. And then it's like, how was that kind of, because there was no heads up about what Will OOC was going to do with Carter at that moment to, like, have Carter think that he was still in that, in Ballas. Like, was that something that you never experienced that in RP, or was it kind of just like emotional ride for you also, because it's kind of like something kind of that so real.
So I'll give a little context to people who don't know in chat, because it's like going way back.
Yeah.
So at this point, I've left the Kings. I've left Aries Kings, and at this point, Javon hit me up, and he's like, hey, let's get Ballas back. So at this point, I was on a hiatus from the server for like a month and a half, I think, somewhere around there. It was a long hiatus after I left the Kings. I had no direction. I didn't know what to do. I was alone basically in the server. I didn't have many friends, but I had some friends, right? And then Javon hit me up. This is all OOC. He hit me up. He's like, hey, I'm coming to the server. And I knew Javon back in the old server that I first started playing RP on. And he was Exotics at that time. So that's nor here nor there. But he hit me up. He's like, hey, let's start SSB. Let's take back Ballas, because he was in the Ballas that I believe Carter was in, or Craig was in, or some sort of way he was connected to Carter. So at this point, I was SSB, and we were trying to get Ballas back, I think. So I just come back. I start getting to know people. Start hanging around Val a lot, and then or Newt, and yeah, we're SSB trying to get Ballas blocked back. I don't know if we've got it back yet or not. It's kind of foggy, but we're dealing with Carter in that situation. I didn't know Carter that much. The only thing I knew about Carter was that he used to be an OG, and like, becoming a Balla, like I had, like, Barry adapted that. He got really like obsessive, and like this is mainly because I was playing a lot too, but he got really invested. Like when Barry joined, when I play with a group, like I'm ride or die in that group. Barry's ride or die in that group. Like he's not leaving until everybody's dead, right? So I just, dealing with Carter like that, it was wild, and it was so like I don't know how to explain it. It was wild to deal with, because we were trying to get the Ballas blocked back, and you see this guy who's, I just started listening to your guys' music, and like, this guy, I listen to all the ESB songs, and this guy's an OG to me, and like I barely even know him, but he's going through this mental shit, and like it was weird to see an OG at like down so tremendously, right? And it was crazy. Like it was wild to deal with Carter going from such a high point and like just losing his mind, right? Because you don't expect that. Like I don't expect Trayvon or to lose his mind as an OG, and like all my boys that I have, like them to have like a psychic trip. It's like you don't see that coming, and Carter really caught me off guard, and in turn caught Barry off guard, because for y'all that don't know, like Barry's a lot, like he has a lot of personality like me, but it's very exaggerated. So he's very materialistic.
Understatement, by the way. Understatement.
Yeah. He's very materialistic, and like he's obsessive when it comes to a lot of people and people that he cares about. And yeah, seeing Carter like that was a fucky time for me.
Now let's talk about the time when Jimmy brought back Samantha.
Yeah, that was another time. So my middle name's Rami.
No spit.
With no spit.
Only swallows.
But this was a time where I'm just starting to get to know Carter and Jimmy through like Val and Craig, because you guys were close with them, and like it was wild, because like I idolized you guys, like Jimmy and Carter. Like especially Carter because he was an OG, and like you, Jimmy, because I heard Legend, and like it, you guys were just peak people for me, and I loved y'all to death, and to see y'all both have mental episodes, it was like, what the fuck.
I will say that with Jimmy's mental episode was absolutely OC tiring, because like I wanted to have that moment of like have it to where it was like whenever someone seeing it happen, there was like, we gotta get the shit fixed. Like this can't go any longer. And I remember when it was finally over and done with, and I felt like I don't know, it's just like, okay, I'm ready to go to sleep. I feel like I've done a hard day's work of just screaming into my microphone, Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always curious to see like how it felt on the opposite side of those type of things, because those things that, they obviously they're real. It could happen to anybody. One day you can wake up and your fucking brain could go everywhere. I'm a sucker for mental RP, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, have you ever thought about, besides, because I know you just have the one character, well actually you have the cop character too, but I don't know if you play your cop character a lot.
I don't play him anymore, just because I don't really have the time anymore, because I work and everything like that. So I'd much rather like be on my main, who's Barry, and like be with the boys instead of, split up that time, I guess, because my homies I have now are ride or die, and I love them to death. And when I play 5M, I want to be on somebody that I can hang out with you with, or I can hang out with Carter on his BD character, or Carter, for instance, and like I know everybody, right? So like I get to have good interactions, and like sometimes on cop it's super stressful, and I work and I don't want to be stressed out when I'm at home. I get BD stressful too, but that's for other reasons.
That's when the juicy drama comes out. I'll wait. But no, I mean, I can understand that, because like when people, whenever they go in the server and they want to start their own business or whatever may be the case, they're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to start my own business, I want to do this. But like, I mean, we all can testify, like running a RP business is kind of running like an IRL business. Like, yeah. And it's very like, because there's been times that me and Will and Ray, I don't know if Bonnie was like, well, I don't think she was around when Legacy was like really starting to go, but there would be times where we three would be in a voice chat and it would be like 5 o'clock in the morning and we're just discussing like menu items, prices, we're setting up payments, we're talking about how much should the payment be for partners, stuff like that. And it was just like so much behind the scenes stuff actually happens to where once it gets put into it, it definitely gets stressful. And when you said you work all day, you get home, you don't want to stress, part of it's like, okay, true, but again, it's like, it's just really cool to see that. But then again, it's like you gotta find a medium ground where like, yeah, you put all these time into this thing, you gotta have a little off time just to like not be too stressed, because there's been times where I've been too stressed and I'm just like, oh, I can't. Let me bring up Apex real quick. Let me play Apex real quick for like about a couple of days, but
yeah, there was so Baby Monkey.
I was gonna bring that up, by the way. I didn't know if you want to talk about Baby Monkey or not.
No, that's A-okay. It's Barry's pet monkey. That I use him a lot as a stress reliever, because he's one of those like kind of burner-esque characters where like, I'm never gonna perma him because he's fucking adorable, but like there's no like there's no care in the world when I play him. Like I go there, like I go in the server as Baby Monkey, I do whatever the fuck I want. Like there was a time where like I brought him out in Ball of Days, and like like somebody gave me a fucking like Draco or something, like, or an AP or something like that, and like I didn't give a fuck about losing that gun. Like, why would I care? Like he's such a good stress reliever, and like, because one, it's not Barry, and I don't have to deal with all the shit that Barry has to deal with as like not saying like, I'm not trying to say, oh, my gang's a handful, but like, there's shit I gotta do on BD. Like I just have,
I'm the same with Legacy. I mean, there's shit that exactly. That we gotta do with Legacy, but like, Apollo.
There's times where you don't want to do it,
bro. When I'm on Apollo, my goal is to freak people out to where they just literally go, what the fuck is going on with this right now, you know? Like, no, like that's my, as like I said, that's my fucking fuck around character, you know?
Hello, Trey.
Barry K. True. Oh, I mean,
but yeah, I mean, he was used a lot before as like just a stress reliever where I didn't have to worry about gang shit and like, you know, I was worried about what the next move is and somebody robbing my fucking block or something like that. So, but yeah, I mean, what were we gonna bring up about him?
Well, it's just like how, okay, so this is gonna kind of go into the music side of Barry, because I think that just from a person kind of watch, because you know, I'm not gonna sound like I'm fucking a weirdo or whatever, but fuck Barry Brad, true. I mean, what? But like seeing Barry go from literally the Kings, I remember briefly, I think, seeing Barry on Jimmy when he was in the Kings, like very briefly. I think he was like at what's that fucking PDM. I think I briefly see Barry there, like in the suit and everything. It was like it wasn't just one or two. It was like a whole group of just, and it was red suits, right, or something like that, or white. It
was black suits, and then we had red ties.
That's what it was. Yeah. And like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I got out of there. I booked it, you know? But seeing like, you know, that to follows to BD now, but like have it transition of like him actually doing music, like, did you have a vision of like how you wanted Barry's music to kind of be presented? Or did you kind of just go, I'm just going to see where this kind of lands, and if it doesn't land, I'm kind of just going to throw it in the bucket? Like, what was kind of like the process with that?
So at that time, I was like starting to really get to know or like get closer to Carter and Craig, like Craig specifically. And I knew Craig made music, and then obviously I knew Carter made music and you, but like I was at a point where like I heard Legend and I put that shit on repeat. And then like there was times where, you know, I was a baller at this point, and like we'd always be listening to Trey's old shit, Carter's old shit, all the old baller stuff. And then Clacky and Trey released music at this time, and like it, like I don't know, so it was hard because I wanted to make a diss track, but I wanted to like not overstep and like step into a like realm that I wasn't supposed to be a part of, right? Because Legacy was just starting to take off, I believe, or I think, but also like you had all these OG motherfuckers that made like baller music that was fucking fire, and like everybody lived by that shit. And then you had you and Carter that dropped Legend, and like you guys were at fucking like that was like a peak time for you guys. And like I didn't want to overstep, but I always like I thought the idea was cool, and I didn't want to treat it as like I'm a rapper now. I wanted to treat it as like this could be fun to do kind of deal. And if like people didn't like it, who the fuck cared? That has changed a lot, because like I don't know, I'm really like I criticize myself a lot on like shit I do, but I didn't want to overstep, that's for sure. And I just wanted to treat it as something fun, especially because I put Baby Monkey in there. Like it was just like Baby Monkey was just a meme in that song,
bro. I'm gonna be honest, that when you put Baby Monkey on that song, I'm sorry, it clapped. It was so bro, like that flow, it was fucking good. Like it went really good with it, and it just, I was like, it was like the big fat bow just on the song, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because that like Baby Monkey was starting to get like a little publicity too, because like people would start to like him, and like they'd ask me where he was at and stuff like that. But so like having him on a song, I thought would just, people would like it, and you know they think it'd be pretty neat. But yeah, I think definitely with music, I wanted to just do it for fun and like try it out. And like I was very worried at that time, like if I should do it or not, because I didn't want to overstep on people's shit. And like it's a whole different culture. Like the music in the server is like there's a culture behind it, and there's a history behind it, and all, like coming into that newly, like it's, you know, it was a little like I don't know, I was worried like what people would think and like why the fuck is this guy rapping, you know?
Well, okay, so I think that with with that feeling, I think it's valid because like when when I came into what it was Envy, I came from a server that it was before Envy. It was like we had like Swamp Baby, and it was Jimmy and Uncle Terry, and it was like it was like a little group. It was like Hams was actually in that group, believe it or not. He didn't really make music just yet, but he played as their driver. And bro, he was the funniest fucking character, I think, out of that whole arc of like, the music studio and like just the studio in general. Is that my 100? Oh my god. But I don't know, with leaving that, because that server was okay at a certain time, but then even the owners were like begging us to like make more music. Like it was very cool to see, but then it really burnt me out because like I love doing music. It's very creative. I like thinking outside the box, shit that no one's really ever thought of doing music wise. Why not bring it to light? But then I took a little break, and then everybody was like, oh, like go to Envy, go to Envy. Okay, fuck it. So I went, and keep in mind Jimmy's like literally a nobody at this time, and it was the time where I'd just be like, hey, anybody want to listen to some music that I made, like on Jimmy, whatever. Go to Legion Square, and it would be like 10 people just rolled up, and it was just like, okay, like I guess music is kind of like I wouldn't say accepted, but like people like it, they like to they like the creativiness of it. And Carter and the other server scene, Jim, actually no, it was Red Haven, because I would never forget when Carter was robbing a house and Jimmy was just in Southside just riding his car around or whatever, and Carter got bit by a dog. He's like laying on the side of the road, and Jimmy's like, Carter, is that you? He's like, Jimmy, save me. And Jimmy just kind of like brought him to the side, and that's when EMS came around. He's like, okay, see ya, and like he left. Like brief like interactions, but never nothing like ever groundbreaking. And then once they met in here, it was like two different worlds of rap, I guess you can say, because Carter's more of like beatboxer or like boom bap, there we go, boom bap, very that. And then Jimmy's very just like crackhead energy, just fucking raps about anything literally. And then goddamn, it was fucking fantastic. But I guess like seeing those two worlds collide, and just seeing like once we made Legend, I didn't expect Legend to be so like the foundation. Does that make sense? Like I didn't think that it was gonna be as big as it turned out to be. Because like usually how music is made is like you DM somebody and you say, hey, let's kind of work on this together. Yeah, and that's literally how it was. I messaged like, hey, we should do a song. And we did, and then it like blew like wildfire. And after that, it was like music just I don't know, it just became such a big thing. And I don't know, like sometimes it's crazy to think that like Jimmy and Carter are like kind of seeing like from your side, it's like literally the history of like of the music side of things. It's crazy to think about that sometimes.
Like you two specifically were like a huge inspiration for me to even want to try music, because at that time I didn't know Trey and Clacky, and like the first time I heard their music besides DeAndre, Trey's old shit, like I heard Carter's old shit, I heard DeAndre's old shit. Clacky made music with Trey later on, but like hearing Legend, like I got introduced to it like so early when I was in the server, and like it was just wild. Like I don't know, I loved it so much. Like I'm the type where like I'll listen to anything as long as it I can vibe to it and like it bops. Except country, I can't do it. I don't know what it is. But
same,
like,
I can't do country.
Yeah, can't do it. But it was a good song, and like after that I was like, damn, these guys are fucking cool, and like I really looked up to you guys, and I was still like, I think I was like, I was young then. I think I was 17 then, but like I don't know, y'all were just somebody I looked up to, and yeah.
I don't know. I think it's still crazy to see that before it was like we did music, we did like legacies, like first like EP whatever on our characters, and we were always just like, oh, we gotta put more music out. But then now it's like the strain of us to always put music out isn't on us anymore. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, I think that you guys have gotten to such a huge level to where you could not release music for, you know, a long time. Don't do this because I love your guys' music, but like you guys can sit there and not release music and then, you know, one day just decide to do it randomly and it'll bop. Like everybody will love it. And it's like it's crazy that you guys are like literally in the servers like actual celebrities. And like,
okay, Jimmy's not a celebrity, all right? He's not.
I mean, when it comes to you and Carter, bro, like at least the OGs know, like, because a lot of the OGs aren't in the server anymore, but like, you know, the OGs know who you guys are, and like you guys were, you know, especially for Legacy, you guys were just insane to make Legacy and to like build that shit up from nothing. No, you know, Ray helped.
Ray, I'm gonna be honest. No, Ray didn't just help. She literally, because there's times, I'll admit, me and Will, like OOC, we'll we'll say literally 90%, and me and Will are like barely 10% extra of that. We just made the music. She did the business stuff, but like there's times, and you know what's crazy is that like hearing all that, you know, and I don't think me and Will's ever really talked about this, like, and I think I have, fuck it, well, I'm just gonna say it, like we have so much like I wouldn't say doubt, but I would say like we're just like I can't get into the groove of like making like a really, really good song, because once someone, like, you know, when they hear our music and character and they really like the song, they're like, oh my god, we want more, like we want more. It's like, okay, like, okay, all right, thank you, okay, all right, I got you, like I'll make another song. And once we make another song, it's like we want that same reaction, you know, we want it, like the expectations are so high, you know, and it's like we want to you know, build that expectation. And there's times when, you know, me and we'll just be chilling, like, bro, I cannot think of a song like at this time, like, you know, we got a couple projects, you know what I'm saying, we got a couple cool things coming. I'm fucking hyped. I'm a little nervous, but I'm fucking hyped to see all the cool project come out. But yeah. there are times where like it's, you know, I don't know, it's like, you know, you want to make those expectations, like, you know, build more, you know.
Yeah, I think that like, yeah, I feel that like sometimes, well, not as much as you guys probably, because you've been making music for so long, but there's times where like I sit there and I'm like, man, like I'm a Southside criminal, like gangster, like what the fuck do I rap about now? And it's like, yeah, you know, because like a lot of the Southside music's, you know, pretty similar, and like, you know, it's a literal genre, and you know, sometimes it's hard to think of shit, and it's hard to make stuff, and especially because there was a point in time where I was so unhappy with the music I was making, like because there's like a lot of people haven't heard any, like a lot of the songs that I've made, but just haven't like finished or, you know, got produced and released and all that shit. There was a time where like I just hated all of it, and like I hated the flow and like the cadence and just like the delivery of the song, and what I was putting together was just, I hated all of it. And then like I, you know, with the new song that's going to be coming out, like
it's fucking amazing. It's so
it was such a big change in like my style that I'm happy with it. And like allegedly I was happy with, because it was a difference in style.
It's like allegedly, and he like literally can just like put a little body shimmy into it, like allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's fucking it's really good.
It was yeah, it was different because I had that allegedly in there, and like, you know, it was a big slowdown. but the bars in it and the way the bars were delivered were still the same, and like I wasn't happy with that, right? I was happy with the difference in the way allegedly sounded, right? Because it wasn't just a typical Southside rap song, and it had like, you know, that good slow break and everything like that. But as far as the bars went in the delivery, I hated it, you know, and it's something that like people don't ever know, because when, you know, when it comes out, you know, we want to hype it up and everything like that. But it's hard. It's hard sometimes. You know, music's hard to do.
Absolutely. I think that
Yeah.
like so with Jimmy, it's like dude, Jimmy's like a crackhead, and like people's like, oh, you could literally just rap about anything, people would like it. And it's like, true, maybe, right? Maybe that might be true. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want Jimmy just to rap about anything and call it a day. I want like Jimmy to make music that can like, there doesn't have to be like some type of theme. There doesn't have to be some type of I don't know, just nothing to like your typical song, right? Like I want to have it to where it's like, oh my, okay, this is his own kind of vibe, I guess. Kind of like how you do with your music, with how Barry, like it's like you found your niche. Now it's like, okay, but you can like expand that and like kind of upgrade it, but like make it to where it's like the flow just, I don't know, it's better, right?
Yeah, I think now, like the new song I've like completely finished, that is like I've found like what I want to do and like what I'm happy with, because it's so like the delivery is so much better, and like the way you know, the way I deliver it, I like it so much more, and it is like it I don't know, it's just good. I'm it's gonna be like my style moving forward, I think. And I hope, and I think it's gonna be, you know, if people want features, but like I think the features will be good too, and like, you know, it'll be kind of broaden the scope of what I can do.
Well, see, right there, what you said, features, right? Like
Yeah.
literally every song that I've done on Jimmy has had a feature, like going way
Yeah.
back to even Two Dick shit, you
Mhm.
know. And like I've literally I've had this whole thing where like if I just like have a feature on my song, like it'll be my little, like, you know, how can I explain? Like it'll be my crutch on the song. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll help carry that song to the vision that I have. And with Jimmy's newest song, it's like there's no feature. It's just strictly him, and it's like, oh my god, like this is gonna be a new like, you know, area for Jimmy. Is like, you know, there's no crutch. It's just full on. It's just, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a little scared, but I think
It's so good. To be honest, I think so. You've released bops in the past, but I really like this one because it is just you, and it feels like, you know, it's just Jimmy. Like it's, you know, I think an artist that can release like, I don't know, like Sasha, for instance, like, you know, she's had songs where it's just her, and like I don't know, it's impressive when people release shit and it's just them, and like to me it is anyways, and like the fact that you've done that and you switched that, like it's just, yeah, I love that song. It's a bop. Like when I listened to it, I told you, it was like, I just, you know, bob my head the whole time because it's just good, and like it, you know, I like it when artists can release something and it's just them. And like I've heard bits and pieces of Clacky shit, but when Clacky shit comes out and it's just Clacky, it's gonna be so good. I don't know.
When, bruh? Huh? Exactly, bruh. That shit
I have no idea.
never. That's, I'm saying never, bruh.
Panda, I
Like,
did see the art that you made. It was very good. I love it.
oh my god, bruh. Like, it's literally never, like, everyone always talks shit about Clacky about not like not making music, but I don't know. I've heard bits and pieces, and it's good. Yeah. It's good. I wish wish there was. I mean, to be honest with you, as many bits and pieces that I've heard, you would think that it would be a whole album at this point. And I don't know. Like I said, I think that what I like most, though, to be honest, is that I know that it's like Music in the City is a lot of people with like rap, you know, and I like how it's still kind of rap, but it's like I don't know, it's like different, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the same thing. It's obviously like it's like a different texture in food. I don't know, that's a weird fucking like thing to kind of put out there, but like it's still the same thing, but it's also different. Like everyone's rap is so different than the next person, you know? Like having like you and Will, and then for going from me to fucking would be like, I guess, Clacky or even Trey, you know, like it's just everyone's different, you know, and it's just nice to see like the difference on each side of rap. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, I was reading chat. Sorry.
It's a possibility, Hannah, but I'm writing it.
We tried to make a song together. We tried, but I don't know if you're still down to it or not.
No, I think she just wants to collab with me and her.
Oh yeah. Fuck me. You're right. You're right. Yeah, fuck me. Yeah,
no,
fuck.
No.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not BD official. No, I actually had a BD character. Then I got a fucking email, literally from him. It wasn't even an email. It's literally just like, hey, by the way, your character is in a part of BD. It's like, oh, I'll wait. You know, whatever. No. Well, it's whatever.
True.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you're famous as me, the schedule. You just don't have to. You just pretend like it never happened. Quote unquote.
She was like, "You didn't pay me $50K."
I didn't pay me $50K. Yeah, you didn't pay me $50K. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's rough being this famous. You know.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's so difficult waking up and like actually having to like put my own /me's in the check. Oh fuck. Listen, all right.
Hard.
Listen, I would threaten with Mr. Ink coming in to kill you, but he's permanent. I'll offer Apollo. Fuck it. Just run out nowhere and just fucking just yeah. Aim lower. Wait, you're saying hi? I don't know if that's a compliment or, you know what?
It's a compliment. I mean, she's saying like she's being sarcastic back. On the fact that you're too famous. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll take it. Why not? Fuck it, why not? I'll even frame him a wall. Fuck it, why not? But yeah, so oh my god, I had notes and I just clicked. Oh thank God, fucking A. Okay. So
delete them all.
I actually took note. I'm proud of. Oh, speaking of that, now you're saying too. Now I'm saying too famous. Yeah, A B C D E. What the fuck?
BCG.
Oh.
A B C D B C G.
Actually, pretty clean. Damn, have to write that down.
Yeah.
So going from like still kind of in the music kind of thing, like obviously music's like is always worked on OOC. Right, like it's literally. I mean, you guess you can kind of make it in character when you're in the city, but like
it's too hard.
It's because there's a lot of shit going on.
Especially like recording with Reaper and everything. Like, yeah, it's too hard. Especially because like, what do you want? Like, do you want us and like Joe in the studio and like just like just sitting there actually producing the shit?
Well, you know, it's okay. So speaking about that, you know how many people actually like literally think that we have to go to the studio and you actually like can actually record from our recording little table and like actually make songs that way?
It'd be
cool. But
it'd be cool, but like it'd be too hard.
But I can't explain OOC and care. I obviously can send a message like, hey, this is how it happens. But it happens too often, actually. It happens
where people will come to you and like say
yes.
Like they want to record in the studio?
Yes. And we're thinking like, oh, they just mean that they just want to go in our studio and bring up their
music and like show us their
why isn't it working?
No shot, that actually happens.
Yes, it happens at least once every other week. Like there's it fucking,
that's funny.
Yeah, let up software the mixture. It does. Oh my god, it's I'm gonna expose somebody. Chi Chi even asked Jimmy the other day if it could actually.
What? Dude, okay, like if it worked like that, sure, that'd be dope. Would I want, you know, one of the developers to implement that,
or even worse,
no.
5M audio fucking going through, like, not even your actual mic, but just like the 5M audio to like.
Bro, L'Oreal would fucking hate us. Like, why would you record?
Why would you record? Well, literally, L'Oreal had a heart attack when we all were in band lab, and we would give her the audio fucking shit to like be like, all right, here you go, and like, and then I'll never forget where be like, all right, who put fucking this shit on your vocals? Like, oh, well, that was on band lab. Got yelled at for like I think a whole week. just fucking being told like, don't touch it. Just give me the audio. It's like,
yeah, the raw shit.
Yeah, the raw shit. And I can't listen to my raw shit, bro. I try to listen to my own stuff like without anything. And I'm just like, I can't do this. It's too much. Okay, Jesus Christ, Joe. Hey, yo, Jesus, yo, sussy points. But I don't know, raw shit. I mean, I guess I don't know how Joe loves it when it's like raw vocals. I don't know how Joe likes it, but
it's because when we start putting like the gates and shit on it, then when she tries to put actual good gates on it, then it's shit.
Makes it,
because it'll sound like shit. Because at the end of Allegedly, that same shit happened, and I just didn't record it, but there's a gate on it, and because Allegedly was done through Band Labs.
Oh God, really?
There was a gate on, yeah. There was a gate on it, and I think I re-recorded it in Reaper later, but there was a gate on the end of it, so it's like super cut off, and like L'Oreal was like, what the fuck? Like this, she was like, well, why is there a fucking gate on this? And I was like, I'm sorry.
Well, she's gonna be getting mad at you though, because your mic, she does, because she had the same thing with Will when we were in VC, and she was like, why is it being like this? And Will was like, oh, let me go with my XLR thing, and like he still had all his filters on it, like completely.
Well, so like I have filters to make it like to sound cleaner, but like I don't know if I'm gonna have to turn that shit off.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And guess what happened when Will turned his off? Guess what happened? His fucking mic made weird sounds for like I think a day or some shit like that. I don't know. It was weird, and then so whenever you record with your new mic, you're gonna want to make sure to take everything off. And
well, I'll see what Trey does, because if Trey doesn't do it, then I'm not doing it.
Bro, it was no. Well, then Joe's gonna charge you $100K for vocal for fucking editing. But you know, that's
well, with the way Dogecoin is sitting in the server, that should be good.
Imagine you say that right, and then it just fucking dunks, like it fucking goes so down, like does it make no money at all?
Oh, I already sold that shit. I made like 70K.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! You start your computer after you update your settings. Oh shit.
Oh, like when you like change the settings and save them, like I should restart.
I guess.
I don't know. And also, Trey, I said if you don't turn your like Go XLR shit off when you record in Reaper, then I'm not gonna do it either. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, do I actually have to do it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, what if I just like I mean, I could just like use a different.
I told you, bro. He got yelled at for. I told you, bro. I was there. I witnessed this shit, bro. And then also, fucking Joe
I
yelled at.
I know how to use the fucking Go XLR, so this is gonna be hell for me.
Yeah, Barry. When we got in VC, Barry was like, "Can you tell I got a Go XLR?" Instantly, first thing I thought, well, when you record music, you're gonna turn all that fancy shit down, or turn it off completely. And like, Will was having a horrible fucking time because, like I said, his mic made like a weird like buzzing noise or whatever. Until I guess he reset it or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I should just be able to change the preset to like the normal one, and like the one that doesn't have any like gates on it or equalizers or anything. Like that.
Bro, Clacky, same thing, bro. I hate my fucking my vocals being fucking God. Is bane of my existence. Oh gosh.
I can't do that.
Oh
what
God.
The fuck. That shit's so dumb.
Oh gosh. Oh well.
Whatever.
Oh God. Here we go.
Time to re-record the shit I did earlier.
oh no. Damn.
It's only one verse.
Oh, that's not bad. You got that. Yeah. Imagine recording a whole song and be like, I gotta record.
Oh my God. Bro, I hate re-recording whole songs. Oh, it's so ass.
Yeah, it literally.
With my new song, Joe was like, "Do you want to add layers to this?" I was like, "Yeah, I can re-record it if you want."
You're doing the whole finger thing. I guess I can record it. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, no, Barry's has like fully like the improved. I mean, everyone's fucking music has been improved. Like, I feel like,
Yeah,
I think what's crazy though is you can see the improvements through everyone's music. Like, just the style, the flow, like, I even said, like, there's been times where I listen to music, like, you know, in character music, and like, whenever you make a song, like, I can, or anyone that makes a song, I can like see like the story, like, not story, but like what the lyrics are trying to say in the song or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you can see the same vision that the artist is, you know, having, or whatever the fuck, you know, with making that song. And you can definitely see that through everyone. Like, everyone's just like keeps getting better, and it's to the point now that whenever I show someone like music, like even your music, everyone's music in Legacy, or people who aren't even Legacy, I'll show them, and they'll think that it's actual like a radio, like actual like OC music, and then it's just like, damn, bruh, like, it's actually fucking crazy how people think that it's actually like radio style, you know, actual artist music, because it's just like, you know, we want to make sure it sounds good and receives good, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of like Trey's music downloaded, and like, the amount I've listened to Trey, like, it's I could, like, I don't know. I do it a lot. Just because, like, it's good to study, I guess. I don't know if that's what you call like trying to learn music is like studying, but like I've done a lot of that. And like when I was first when I was making my first song, I listened to like Carter, or I listened to Legend like a lot, and then I listened to the a lot, like just trying to like learn how to fucking rap. And then nowadays it's, you know, I'm listening to a lot of Eminem just to like,
we can tell by the newest one.
It like I just wanted to learn like different like schemes and like deliveries, because you know he does a lot of like the you know, like he'll finish a line and then that line will end in a word that isn't, it's not like a complete like sentence, you know what I mean? And then like he'll continue it on the next line. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. I don't know if she's talking to me or you.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I see what she's saying. It's all good. I mean, it's his first time, like, you know, doing it. But like I said, going back to the art, fucking amazing. Can we? Like,
yeah, it is fucking insane.
Oh,
like,
let me do this real quick.
It's so wild.
Boom. There we go. There you go. If you ever want to get some commissioned, there you go.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm bookmarking that right now. That is so clean.
Yeah. So
it's so fucking good.
Dude, so fucking
NSFW.
Good.
Hey yo. But no, for real, the art that you did, it's incredible. Like, Clacky, isn't this shit fucking heat, bro? Look at my hair. Like, this shit is so fire. See, you know what's crazy? I love the way I'm sitting too. It's so Barry.
Yeah. So what's funny is that when I showed her the picture that you sent, she was like, "What the fuck is that hair?" I said, to be honest, I don't know. I was like, but you know, that's the hairstyle he has, and she's just kind of like, you know, I was you know, watching her draw it, and she's like, it's spot on, like the same as the picture. Like,
yeah.
And I will say,
I'm glad you didn't make my hair look like feathers like it actually does. Well, it's literally feathers in the game. So.
And I will say there was no tracing at all, by the way. All of this was free-handed, like just looking at it. So
it's fucking wild.
But yeah, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's actually feathers.
It's actually feathers? What the fuck?
Yeah, my hair is actually feathers.
Holy
like,
fuck.
In the game, that texture is feathers, but if they changed it, it wouldn't look right. I don't think. Like,
you don't
I
think
just
so?
don't think it would. No, I don't think it would look good enough.
Yeah. I still think it was fucking amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you, the boots are my favorite. The boots are fucking clean. Like I know it looks.
I didn't even notice like the brown bottoms on them, but I like them. I wish I had those shoes like actually in game, because the normal ones are just like they're like Chuck Taylors or like Vans, but I like these a lot better. It just looks a little bit more fancier, you know. Yeah.
I told her that what I wanted with mine was if I ever were to have merch, to have like just me on the chest, like dude, it's me, fam.
Yeah.
And just that, I don't know, it's just something comfortable. But yeah, like dude. Like I said, I couldn't stop looking at it when like waiting for this to you know be ready. So I was like, just want to tell Barry, like let me just tell him. And I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna hype it up, you know. And drew the hands on the tattoos, and it was just like, I don't know, just it's crazy to see. Oh, and she hand drew the fucking the turtleneck too.
Oh fuck yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. So like I said, everything is just fucking. And by the way, as quick as she did it too, can't get over that either. Thought with socks on. I mean, it could be. Fuck it. Why not? He's just comfy, you know. Fuck it. Why not?
Don't tell nobody, but I'm absolutely obsessed with my turtleneck. It's unhealthy. Like,
I love when Creed told me, like, oh, by the way, I saw someone wear your turtleneck actually.
What?
And it's like, what? And it's like, yeah, I can't say it because, you know, the whole care, you know, the customer, you know, whatever. And then he was like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. And then it just pulls guy, tell me the fucking name of Ruby. He's like, oh, Ruby, oh, that's fine. And like just put his gun. I was like, oh my fucking god. Especially who made BCG is a cool person.
Yes, Bonnie.
Absolutely.
It is very good. Yes.
Very good.
All right.
Absolutely.
Everybody, Bonnie made the turtleneck, okay?
Yeah.
God. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's sick. I'm so happy because I've always wanted like custom shit in the server, and like the fact that like a lot of the boys have it now, and even in like you, like Carter, do you have your shit, Bonnie? Like
No, I don't think Bonnie. I think they said they're going to have it at some point, but I don't think Bonnie's had their shit. I think it was going to be Sasha and L'Oreal, like on the cover or whatever.
That sucks, Bonnie. Don't do that. We can wait. Yeah, turtleneck's part of the war fit. Actually, it's part of like all of BD's war fits. Like,
one day I'm
a
waiting.
lot of motherfuckers wear that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, it's clean. Like
it's black and white, and that's BD's colors. So it just fits.
True.
And you don't see the BCG when you have the BD vest on. So like, I don't know, it just fits with a lot of like black and white shit that we wear.
Because a lot of times clothing fucking like for fucking the jacket that I have for Jimmy, I really wish that the jacket like there was arms that could like have it to where like, you know, Jimmy's arms doesn't get cut off at the wrist, because like it's just fuck, it doesn't look right. And then to be honest, no shirt looks good with the jacket. I love the jacket, but it's so hard to find a good button up to go with it. Doesn't look too like fancy, I guess, or it just doesn't look right. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I like over jackets, but a lot of times they look too bulky, and then you can't wear like shit under it. Which also, I need to go yell at June because I want my turtleneck in like an undershirt so I can wear it with like jackets and shit. Like,
wouldn't it be hard? Well, you're talking about like have it to where it's like this the chest part, right? And then
you know how like if you go to shirts, it's the turtlenecks. There's also just a normal like under turtleneck thing that doesn't have like the arms or anything.
Yeah.
It just has the BC. Yeah. So there isn't one of them, and I'm being nitpicky.
I mean, to be honest, like that'd be fucking sick though to have it to where like you don't just have to wear the turtleneck as a whole, like you actually wear like.
I want to wear the big fucking puffy jacket with the fur on the back, and I want to wear a turtleneck under it. But
I never understood those jackets. I'm being honest with you, just OC in general. I know
they're so nice.
I know they were really big, like in like 2000s or like maybe like 2006, right? Maybe sort of.
I don't know.
Something like that. I remember being like in middle school.
I was born 4 years before that, Jimmy. All right, so.
Oh my fucking
way
God,
out of
bro.
my league.
I'm so fucking old, dude. Even though I'm only in my 20s, but like it just, yeah, I think it was like around 2006 ish. I don't know. It was like when the big poofy like with the little fur on the hood, like those are really fucking big.
Sure.
Question for audience? Sure, yeah. Fuck it. Questions for audience. If anybody in audience wants to have a question, I mean, I think first question is never mind. I'm not gonna go. Yes, I guess questions. I guess for audience, if you want to ask something, they're just kind of going a rabbit trail. But fuck it, why not?
Will's gonna be a troll. I already know that.
I mean, duh. Why not?
Okay. So
Just spare yourself.
okay. No, I'll actually answer that. So when I first met you, yes, I did say that because
Oh, I forgot about that. Forgot about
so I like when I to be honest, I didn't really hear a lot of you when I said that, so I was just talking out my fucking ass.
What's new on this?
But no, I love your music. Like it's fucking, it's annoying how good you make shit every single time. Like, it's kind of fucking wild. Like every song you make, Sasha, is a fucking bop. So no, I do not hate you. And then as far as how much time I spend on music, OOC, from like working on it, like from doing so a while ago, I would spend a lot of time on it, like just making shit and then never like sending it to you or like showing anybody. Well, I'd show people, but then I just wouldn't finish it because I didn't like it. Like there's a lot of stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure we all, like everybody that makes music has shit where they will make it and then they'll hate it the next day, or like they won't finish it, and then when they go back to finish it, they don't like it, so they just don't finish it. Like as far as like studying, like whenever I go somewhere and like drive, for instance, like I'm always listening to music, and trying to learn different cadences and like how to just deliver something. And also like what I'm trying to do now is like figure out how to tell a story, because like it's impressive when someone tells a story with music, and I don't know how to do that as of right now. And I don't think like as far as like a Southside game goes, kind of hard to tell stories when, you know, besides Trey can do it like phenomenally. It's fucking insane. My favorite song in Legacy, that's hard.
Sugar Daddy Anthem has
that song is actually really good. I turn it up like every time I'm loading in. I love it so much. Fuck. Do I be basic and say legend? Rank top 3 artists in Legacy in your opinion, non-word. If you favorite song. Fuck. I'm just gonna say legend because it's an easy cop out. Like I put that shit on repeat. Like
still.
I literally not still.
Okay, I'm about to say, bro, this is like way better music.
But like when I first heard that shit, like oh my god, the fucking in the streets, I am legend, call me Will Smith. Like dude, I used to like just sit there and listen over and over and over and over to that song. Okay, well, it's not on your SoundCloud, but it's literally a Legacy song.
No, it's not. It's not a Legacy song.
Well,
it was before Legacy.
Okay, so Legacy song.
Yeah. It's technically Legend is a Jimmy and Carter song, but that was way before Legacy.
Trey's new song. That shit is a fucking banger. Oh my god, that song is so fucking good. Like, it is so good. Oh fuck. And then I really like Carter's track because, yeah. Reasons I won't say. And then your hair. I refuse to make it feathers, goddammit, unless you're like Thor. No, I didn't want you to make it feathers anyway. The style that you made for my hair is so fucking perfect. And like that's what it looks like from like far away, because it doesn't even look like dreads from far away, but this shit is so good.
I'll leave for 2 seconds. Sorry.
Top 3 artists in Legacy. That's so AIDS. Why do I have to do that? Oh fuck. Actually, that's not that hard. Trey, Carter, Jimmy, not in that order. Just because of how much music you guys make.
Oh shit.
It is. But like that's
3.
so hard. That's so hard because like you have fucking fuck, what's his name? Why can't I remember right now? The one that you made fucking Sugar Daddy with. Why can't I remember his name? Jaden fucking that man's on crack.
He worked, bro. He does music. Oh she. Yeah, sheesh. Sheesh. You know.
That's fucking like ridiculous. And then like Sasha, like I said, bops every single time. As much as like as much as like it just bops every single time, and it's annoying how good it is every single time. All legacy artists are good.
Oh, the fuck, marry, kill.
What?
Or the kiss. Oh, my
gnarly?
bad. Kiss, marry, kill.
Kiss, marry, kill. Why can't it be fucking?
I guess fuck it. I guess fuck it. We'll just
It's fuck, marry, kill. It's
fuck,
not
marry,
kiss.
kill. Yeah.
But who's gnarly?
Your
Which one
dad.
is that? Is that Hannah or is that my dad?
That's your dad.
Well.
Fuck your dad, incest. Get that out the way, right? I mean,
Okay, so it's Craig. Okay, so I'm gonna kiss my dad because that's the easiest one. Oh wait, I have to kill somebody though.
and they're both in chat, so it was fuck. Oh, it was fuck. It was fuck. All
right, so I'm fucking Trayvon. I'm marrying Clacky because that means I get to be married to Clacky and I get to fuck him. And then I gotta kill my dad. I don't want to have to do it. But
killing Tarzan,
like,
bro? What the fuck?
He owes me money. He owes me money.
What the fuck? Oh my god! Wow! Wow! That's a yikes.
He owes me money, bro. No, I'm kidding.
Drama.
Obviously, I wouldn't kill my dad if I didn't have to. But in that situation,
Well, you just said you.
Okay, so you want me to kill my OG or my right hand?
I don't know. Clipped. Oh god.
Clip it and ship it. Clacky's blushing. That's what we like to see, baby.
Blushing. Oh man. He's gonna come in chat and just be like, "What the fuck?"
On Fame RP and how much it's impacted my RP. Oh my god. So I don't say oh my god in a bad way. So Fame RP is cool. It also can be bad, right? We've seen that before, especially like the way some legacy events have gone in the past. Legacy motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. Exactly. What Hannah said, like Fame RP has boosted Barry's ego to an fucking maximum, and like, you know, there was a time where like I wasn't even making music, but I left for a while, and then I came back and everybody knew who I was. And like I would go to people that I didn't even know, and people were like, "Oh, you're Barry." Like knowing who I was, and that shit was surreal to me, because like it was fucking weird. Like I didn't know who these people were, and everybody knew who I was. And then like and that was I think after Ballas, after I like ended up leaving Ballas because that set died. Like it was so weird. Like obviously the main people I knew me, but as far as like how to be broken.
What the fuck? Oh, what
I've been broke before, so I'd just be broke.
What the fuck?
Yes, I would, because well, first hold on. I would make her pay me. I'd make her pay me, and then I would do it, and then Hannah would just kill her. So we're good. But yeah, it's affected Barry a lot, and in like what I've done in the server, it's going back to Fame RP. It's affected Barry a lot, and what you would just kill her. Like we'd secure the bag. Remember that? God. So
oh
exactly.
My god.
It's affected like the way I play Barry a lot, because there's like I make music now, which is like a huge aspect, like a huge different like realm and shit. And then like the way Barry carries himself, or the way I play him, has been it's been different, because it's changed a lot, because like I'm signed to a record label. Like I have
technically the contracts are expired, but I'm not gonna go.
Who cares?
Oh, okay.
Like I have I feel like I have a reputation to uphold now, and like BD was super known, and if you want to consider like us being super known and like everybody knowing us, and like granted a lot of people know us for wrong reasons, but that's another like kind of fame in quotes kind of thing, and like that makes me I have a reputation to uphold as a fucking gang member as well. And like I don't know, it's been super cool to like actually get into some real like deep RP, which Fame RP has brought me, as in the legacy shit, and like being a super like dominant, you know, gang. Like it's, you know, it's cool. It's changed the way I do the shit a lot, and meeting the people along the way of like the Fame RP has been super dope too, because like everybody in Legacy is so fucking dope, and all the gang members we got right now in PD, I love them all to death, and besides Draco sometimes, but um it's definitely bigger. L'Oreal's afro is nothing compared. Exactly. Like, I don't know, just our like as far as like Hannah and Barry being married, like their whole lifestyle, like I don't know, as like a married couple, their whole lifestyle changed.
Oh, how is that, by the way? Let me ask that real quick.
No, it's
like
we're married.
What I'm saying, like, what I'm saying is that, like, has it changed anything, like, with like, I guess, how can I word this, like, with how, you know, whenever you do the, you know, dating RP or whatever, like, you know, you want to obviously RP that, you know, they are together, but like, is there a bit more, like, I wouldn't say responsibility, but more of like keeping that person, like keeping Hannah in the loop with Barry, like make sure that, you know, she obviously knows like he's safe and stuff like that, or was there even any change like with that?
So as far as like going from the start of 2.0 to now, I would say me and Hannah's lives in character have gotten a lot easier, just because when it was the start, it was just me and her. Like we obviously had friends, but I don't know, you're gonna have to ask Hannah that one. So at the start, it was just me and her. Like it was, you know, we search dumpsters for fucking weed seeds, grow weed seeds, and then we had a cycle where we, you know, farm weed, and we, you know, work our way towards the warehouse, and then eventually we got the house, and we were in BD at that point. But like coming, like, I think I got signed in 2.0, or did I get signed 1.0? I think I got signed 2.0.
Like, I'd say like
2.0, because 2.0 was allegedly, and the OC. So it was 2.0 for sure, because the OC was the song I was signed with, I believe.
Oh yeah,
it was. So
yeah.
So like being signed, like, you know, we acquired like, we not saying that like we weren't friends beforehand, but we became more part of that. Excuse me, I'm burping. So we became part of like the Legacy family, and then we ended up joining BD, and like that's been a roller coaster. But I'm pretty sure Hannah will say, and like even I will say, like it's gotten easier with if you're going off of like the Fame RP kind of thing, it's gotten easier to deal with. I wouldn't say less stressful, but it's gotten easier because we have, you know, more people around us. You know, it's not just me and her trying to make money, you know, be rich on our own. We have help with that. We have people that are always going to be there for us. So
good answer. I mean, it's like you know, I guess when you're kind of like by yourself, it's always like, I'll just worry about myself, I guess, you know. But
yeah,
like,
it was just me and her. Like that's all it was. It was me and her. We'd grow, sell weed, and then talk to people every day, and that's completely changed.
yeah.
Different. Yeah, but it is for the better. Like I think I think like us doing shit on our own, like we, you know, we grew a lot closer, and like you know, since it was just me and her, we were a lot closer, and like there was a lot, like we depended on each other a lot. But now it's, you know, we have a lot more freedom, and like we don't have to always be so close all the time, because we know we got so many other people backing us, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely gotten easier.
Well, it's always good, right, to kind of have that to where, you know, there's moments, I guess, just for myself in general, I've always had that feeling of like, oh, I gotta do this alone, but like definitely have changed that to where, like, you know, I have a lot of really amazing people just always just kind of by my side. Like, you know, if there's any type of RP scenario that were to happen, I know they'd be there just to be a part, just want to be helpful or even just to experience that RP, So yeah, definitely relate to that. I think that if anybody has any more closing questions, I think that will be good to kind of close the podcast for tonight. I think this was a great fucking podcast. Thank you, Barry, for coming by and chilling. I hope that it was a good experience.
Oh yeah, it's been hella fun. The fucking graphics so cool. I was not expecting that. So clean.
Yeah, it's really big upgrade from season 1, where it was just like very semi picture of myself with a levitating picture of someone. But yeah, it's definitely a big upgrade.
Yeah. And speaking on what Will was about to say, or what Will said, yes, as far as meeting all of you guys, it's been fucking wild. I've acquired, I have an IRL friend group that I hang out with, and those are I treat all those guys like my brothers. But as far as 4 years ago, I never thought that I would meet all of you guys and get to have all the memories and experiences that I've gone through with you guys, and being a part of an IRL friend group, or not IRL friend, this record label. Sorry, I don't know why I got so off track there. Being a part of the record label and a part of BD, and just having all these people around me, it's fucking great. Yeah, exactly, we're family. And
yeah.
It's insane to me. It blows my mind. It's been so fun. It's been very stressful at times and toxic at times, but at the end of the day, we get through it, and it's been really good. So
I can't wait to see what more stress. Yes, absolutely. I mean, we got some stuff cooking up, and I'm excited to see what say the legacy haters out there say to. We have legacy haters.
So to legacy haters, fuck you.
All right.
You ain't a part of this family. Fuck you. You want to be, and that's why you're hating. But sorry, we don't like you.
Okay. Well, I didn't even know we had haters, but okay.
We probably do.
I honestly probably do. Yeah, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just here to have fun. That's it. You're a hater? Fucking no.
Of course you.
Fuck you.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Jesus. So yeah, I think that if no one else has any questions, we're going to diss me, please. I thought that said piss me, and I was like, I'm sorry, Will. What the fuck did you just say? All right. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. Again, thank you so much, Barry, for coming on.